Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a short call where we aim to present our latest acquisition of Connex in Austria, and give you a chance to get to know the company a little bit, and also the CEO, Christian Haslinger. This call will be recorded, and also please, if you have any questions, put them in the chat, and we will pick them up and answer them in the end of the call. Let me see if I can then go to the next slide. Today in this call, I am Erik Grohman, the CEO of Awardit, together with Niklas Lundqvist, who is the head of M&A, also the founder of Awardit. And also on the call, we have Christian Haslinger, who is the CEO of Connex. And I will allow Christian some time to introduce himself and, of course, the company a bit later on in the call. And first of all, most of you, I guess, know about Awardit. But I just wanted to capture in brief who we are. So before the acquisition of Connex, obviously, we are the market leader in loyalty programs and gift card solutions in the Nordics. And we are a one-stop shop that has a broad offering to cater for all needs that our clients may have. And we offer everything from strategies, concepts, to customer support and shipment of products in our programs. In our proprietary platforms, we aim to give easy access to our services with turnkey solutions, both within loyalty programs and gift cards. And today, before the acquisition of Connex, we reached more than 15 million consumers in the Nordics with more than 250 programs. We have had strong organic growth for the past years. We show strong profitability, and we show that through a combination of organic growth and acquisitions. Before the acquisition of Connex, we were 133 employees, based mainly in our offices in Stockholm, Gothenburg, Copenhagen, and Hamburg. And this position of being the market leader and being a one-stop shop that can cater for all the clients' needs, we have achieved through acquisitions. After the IPO, around 5 years ago, we have made 10 acquisitions before now, signing with Connex. And our latest acquisition before Connex was the first one outside of the Nordics, and that was a German acquisition, a business called Premier Direct. And we believe there's a great fit between Premier Direct and now Connex. And the history shows we have been successful in growing organically with our existing business, but also combining with acquisitions, joining the business and growing together with new companies as well. So with that, I would like to hand over to Niklas to talk a little bit more about the acquisition of Connex.
Thanks, Erik. And this is actually, from my personal perspective, and I think from Awardit's general perspective, this is definitely one of our top 3 most interesting acquisitions so far. It is actually very similar to the acquisition of Crossroads from a structural perspective, which we made in 2018. It's been a very long process. We made the first contact with the owners of Connex almost 2 years ago now, and it takes a long time to get to know each other. We've seen during the whole process quite some market volatility and geopolitical issues, the war in Ukraine, some issues that also have during the process prompted us to recalibrate our valuation principles, thus prolonging the acquisition process. There has also been some other issues along the road, coming to the target itself. They have merged 2 companies to change their ERP system, and this has prolonged the due diligence process. But we finally managed to close this, and it's a fantastic deal for both parties. Connex itself, it's a true one-stop shop when it comes to loyalty programs and gift card programs, and thus it's very similar to Awardit. Actually, it's one of few businesses here in Europe that are doing the full-scale programs both within loyalty and gift cards. And the difference is that Connex started out in the hotel voucher and gift card business and then moved into the loyalty program business, while Awardit started out in the loyalty program business and then moved into gift cards. We're obviously seeing really great synergies here when it comes to Connex. I started out with comparing the acquisition of Connex with the acquisition Awardit made of Crossroads in 2018. And what I'm seeing here is that we made when we bought Prämie Direkt at the end of 2021. Prämie is a company specialized in loyalty program fulfillment, etc. They're not doing full-scale loyalty programs. Thus, we're seeing that Connex is here a perfect fit with Prämie and the rest of the group. We're seeing possibilities here to populate the loyalty programs and other programs, center programs run by Connex with goods and services supplied by Prämie. We're obviously seeing possibilities to take Connex products and services to the Nordic region. We're definitely gaining the strength to sign on and deliver full-scale loyalty programs to multinational companies in the whole of Europe and possibly the whole of the world going forward. So great synergies going forward. And obviously Connex has a really great team, a really strong sales team also, which we believe will be able to boost our growth going forward. Looking at the deal itself, we paid a purchase price here of 10.7 million euros. 7.2 was in cash, 3.5 in Awardit shares through a directed issue. There's no earnout, so it's a clean deal. And obviously, if we wanted, we could have paid everything in cash here, but it was important for both parties, both the sellers and Awardit as a buyer, to be vested in the future and get the former owners of Connex on board for the future trip going forward. And in such a case, paying partner shares is the way to go. But apart from that, obviously, the Awardit share is the most valuable asset we have, and we always want to avoid dilution for our shareholders. We have a so-called locked box mechanism in the deal, which means that we acquired Connex on basis of the balance sheet per the 31st of May. Essentially, to put it short, this means that after May, there cannot be any profit distribution, etc. No adjustments are made. So any profits that are generated after May are essentially will end up on Awardit Group's balance sheet. And at the time of the end of May, there was approximately 10.7 million euros in cash and cash-like assets in Connex. No interest-bearing debt. On the other hand, there was obviously working capital related debt, such as gift card liabilities and similar. Looking at the forecast for 2022, obviously 2022 is already over, but we're working hard, or Connex they're working hard to close the year and do their accounts. But we expect there 15.6 million euros in turnover and EBIT result of approximately 1.4 million euros at least. And we in the purchase agreement we actually have a guarantee clause with respect to the EBIT forecast. And we will be doing something a little bit differently here than we've done historically, is that we aim to provide a pro forma group financial statement as soon as possible after we're done with the closing balance sheet and purchase price allocation. This would probably be around the first quarter report at the latest, but probably around there sometime. So this is in order to make it easier for our investors to do their analysis of this acquisition. And apart from that, if we're looking at our M&A priorities going forward, we are still very interested in the DACH region, so it's a high priority to find new potential acquisitions there, and we have a list of what we want to do, and hopefully we'll be able to execute on that list. And but we don't rule out that we'll be doing further acquisitions in the Nordics. It can be private label concepts and it can be niche companies within the loyalty and gift card sectors up here. And we obviously will also remain open to possibilities that may surface in other parts of Europe. So we remain active in the sector, and we will keep growing the companies through acquisition and through organic growth. So yeah.
Great. Thank you, Niklas.
Thanks.
And again, any questions you might have, please put them in the chat and we will pick them up in the end of the call. So with that, I will give the microphone to Christian, who is with us from Austria. Hi, Christian. No, Christian? Not sure if you can hear me, Christian. We cannot hear you.
Yeah, sorry, now I can do it. It was deactivated for me. Sorry for that. Somebody made it possible.
All right, so the microphone, the floor is yours, Christian. And,
okay.
And so officially, welcome to the group.
Okay, thank you, Eric and Niklas, and hello everyone, and thank you for giving me the opportunity today to present myself and Connex in front of this audience. Let's start a bit about myself. So my name is Christian Haslinger. I'm the CEO of Connex. I'm part of the company since 2017, and I have previous experience from Ernst & Young Advisory. I studied actually business informatics, so a very technology-driven university degree. Had some experience, as I said, with IT advisory at Ernst & Young, and then changed to Connex in 2017. Yeah, so I have a very strong sales and technical background. So basically, I'm driving sales at Connex, and also have, through my studies and my previous experience, a strong technical background, which I think is a wonderful combination. All right, regarding Connex, I don't know if I can change the slides, or Eric, you can do it, to be honest. Thank you. So yeah, Connex was established in 1986 and was always focused on sales promotions, customer retention, and employee motivation. So basically, we have products and systems that cater those fields, and basically those products and services and systems are ranging from voucher-based solutions to loyalty programs delivered in full scale and in full service. We have a very strong market presence in the German-speaking countries, so Switzerland, Austria, and Germany. But we also have a very good and growing impact into most of the CEE countries. So, for example, Poland, Czech Republic, Slovakia, etc. And through partners also in the UK. We always had a very distinct focus on B2B clients. We're basically covering all major industries and brands. I would say, for example, especially in the automotive industry, for example, in Germany, basically every large brand is a customer of Connex in the voucher business. Yeah. As I said, basically we're covering all major industries via voucher solutions and also loyalty programs. On the other hand side, we have a very strong B2C market position for packaged travel gift products, especially in retail in Germany and Austria, but in addition also via cooperations, for example, with Jochen Schweizer My Days in Germany, who are, especially in e-commerce and retail, a very strong gift product provider in Germany and Austria. Exactly. So let's just change to, exactly. Thank you. So basically, as I said, we're focusing on two product or business areas. So the one hand side are gift cards and rewards and incentive products. There we're really focusing on voucher-based solutions. So we have a very unique product in the hotel and travel voucher section. We have it's a private label brand and product. So and thus we are able to have a very high margin there, gross margin. On the other hand side, we can also deliver restaurant and experience vouchers in Austria and partly in Germany. We can deliver multi-select reward vouchers like I think also Prämie Direkt and Awardit can do. And also we can deliver gift cards and multi-store gift cards, pretty similar to what Awardit can do with the Supergift in the Nordics, or is doing with Supergift in Nordics. We are offering to clients in Austria and Germany, mainly B2B. And also, of course, we have a lot of direct cooperations with renowned retail brands like Amazon, Zalando, etc. And we are reselling those gift cards within loyalty programs, etc. On the other side, we are running around 30 plus loyalty programs and systems for our clients. We deliver those systems completely in-house. So from conception strategy to implementation to operations and optimization in the end, everything is done within Connex and in-house and in full service for our clients. We do that on a white label basis. So basically, I think it's the same as Awardit is doing most of the times in the Nordics. So this is, I think very strong synergies that we have in this regard. As I said, I think especially in combination with these voucher-based solutions that we have a very unique capability to onboard new clients, as we have a very adaptable business model in that regard. So we are quite flexible on where we can earn money in those programs. And on the other side, we have programs now running, I would say, almost all over Europe. So we have programs that are running in the Netherlands, in Poland, in the UK, etc. Of course, there's a strong focus on Germany and Austria and Switzerland, but we have a growing impact with some of the programs also throughout Europe. Exactly, and just as a reference, the revenue distribution between those two business units is roughly half and half, with a bit more revenue coming in from the voucher-based solutions. Okay, as I said, we have a very strong partner ecosystem. So this is mainly because of our voucher solutions. We have around 1,400 individually contracted hotel partners across Central and Eastern Europe. And thus we can offer very unique voucher solutions in that regard. And it's as I said, I think it's a very high margin product. that enables us to have a strong sales team, a strong organization in the end. We're currently adding 400 plus hotel partners in Western Europe through a cooperation. So basically we can then produce or offer products to our clients that cover the whole of Europe and can be used through the whole of Europe in the voucher business. We also have, as mentioned before, direct cooperations with retail brands like Amazon, Zalando, MediaMarkt, etc. That we resell within our programs. And on the other hand side, we have we can offer thousands of high quality rewards. But as I think Eric mentioned before, we don't own a warehouse right now. So this is a very good synergy with Prämie Direkt in Germany. But we do this currently, we are doing this via drop shipping cooperations and partners. Yeah, so our customer base in terms of gift card reward business, it's a huge number. But if we look into our customer base, we're currently serving around 1,500 B2B clients in Europe and counting. Of course, that number changes all the time. But this speaks for that we are able to really offer our voucher-based solutions as a first step when getting into contact with our potential clients. And it historically has always been a very good chance to first sell vouchers to our clients and then continue talking to them and adding loyalty programs at the later stage, basically. So for us, it's really a perfect synergy in terms of sales. We also have currently around 20 B2C partnerships with resellers and retail chains where we offer our packaged gift travel products, gift boxes, and where they are on display. We are, as I said, the main supplier of packaged travel products for the Jochen Schweizer mydays group in Germany. And as you can see here on the right-hand side, we really have the who is who in terms of large brands as our clients in Germany and Austria and the CE. In the loyalty programs and systems, as I said, we are currently operating more than 30 loyalty programs, mainly in the German-speaking areas, but also in the meantime internationally. So we have a few of those programs, like for example, Rotenberger or Würth or ZF. They are actually running in multiple international countries within Europe. So for example, Netherlands, UK, Poland, etc. We always had we have more than 3 million members right now in our programs, and we have a very strong focus and strategic focus on B2B programs with a few large B2C programs on top. Those are namely Card Complete. It's like a Visa and MasterCard issuer, credit card issuer in Austria, and Allianz Germany, those are both two large B2C programs. And we experienced quite a good organic growth trajectory in the last years, directly organic, but also via partnerships where we can onboard new programs. So finally, just to give you a bit of an idea about the Connex team. So we currently have around 100 employees in total, with a very strong sales focus. So as you can see, we employ around 25 people in sales. We have also some active independent sales representatives, but actually also the partnership management is some kind of sales. So basically we have around 35 people in sales right now. And on the other hand side, we have a very clear focus, of course, on IT and R&D. So we are currently employing around 15 people in that regard. Maybe a word to those two gentlemen on the right-hand side. So the one is my father, Ernst Haslinger. He was one of the founders of Connex, and he is currently operating as the head of strategic new business. So he has, of course, a very strong background in customer loyalty, in sales promotions, in a wide range of industries, where he has gained a lot of know-how through the years, and he's serving us to really enable us getting to employ new systems, new programs, and having a strong market focus. Georg Meyer, he's a former co-owner of Connex, and he's the head of retail and B2C. Georg is through his roots, I would say he has a very strong ties into the retail landscape. He has a profound knowledge there, a lot of connections, and I think it goes a long way to connect also the businesses between of Awardit and Connex in terms of retail and gift cards in the future. Right, and I think that was it. Thank you for your attention. I hope I could give you at least a short glimpse into what Connex and is doing or has been doing in the past. And yeah, really looking forward to all the things coming and the really good synergies that we see in the new formed group. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Christian, for that. And as I said before, we have we'll try to get all the questions through the. So please, if you have any questions, put them in the chat, and we will try to pull them from there. So let us have a look. First of all, the first one. Congratulations on what seems to be a great acquisition. If Europe enters into a recession, what are the biggest risks for Connex? Well, thank you. And Christian, maybe you want to have a short one.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty, it's a bit of a tough question to answer. I mean, if Europe enters into a recession, I think no company in the end can really, avoid having some impact there. But in terms of biggest risks, I don't really see some specific risks in that that we are affected mainly, because usually or historically, I can tell you that if there's been a recession or if there's been a tough market conditions, Connex usually was performing actually quite well or even better than in I would say normal years, because companies are then always struggling to find good offers in terms of or interesting products that they can use in terms of customer retention and keeping their customers or employees motivated and on board. So to be honest, usually when we see a recession coming or let's say a stagnation in the market, we were usually able to leverage that actually to a degree and profit from that to a degree. So I don't really see a risk there for us right now.
And let me also add that that's also our point of view and our experience that a downturn in the economy has actually boosted our business historically. It makes the need for loyalty and focus on existing customer becomes greater for companies rather than mass marketing, etc.
Exactly. So I can only, as I said, from historic perspective, this was always the case usually.
Great. Thank you. I hope that answers the question. The next one is, why is the Connex gross margin so high? And what has been the organic growth for Connex in the last years? And then what was the past merger at Connex? And does Christian have other acquisition targets in the DACH region? So maybe on the gross margin side, Christian, if you want to sort of mention how that is structured.
So this high gross margin, of course, is to a degree from our voucher business. As I said, we are running a private label voucher solution here in the hotel market, and we have a very unique concept behind that voucher solution. So basically, we are able to procure hotel inventory to a very, very good price. So this is why we have this perfect or very high gross margin in the end. On the other hand, also in the loyalty business, we have a very good gross margin right now, which is mainly because we don't have any warehousing costs, nothing like that. So basically, we are able to deliver those things with a good gross margin in the end.
Yes, thanks. And then on the organic growth, maybe I just want to sort of mention the development over the past years.
Exactly. So roughly saying, Connex has always been growing quite, I would say, steadily and well in terms of a family-owned business, I would say. Of course, the coronavirus impacted Connex a bit because of the, as I said, within the voucher business, we are very much focused on travel and hotel vouchers. So of course, this affected us to a degree. But since Corona has vanished a bit to a degree, at least from public perspective, we returned to a good growth, and so again, I think steady growth going forward. And I think especially with the synergies that we have within the group, we are actually able to have a better or even better organic growth in the future.
Yes, thank you. And there was a related question to that as well. I think you answered most of that actually already. And then there was the question about the past merger at Connex. What was the past merger at Connex?
I think this refers probably to what you mentioned before in the call. In summer, we did a merger between two Connex companies. Basically, it was mainly done to reduce complexity within the company. So it wasn't really like an external merger, something. It was an internal one for organizational purposes.
Thank you. And then the last question there was around does Christian have other acquisition targets in the DACH region? And here I believe the answer is that we are jointly obviously looking at how to progress in the region and looking at potential acquisition targets to complement the business moving forward as well. So that is a joint effort from now on.
Yeah, and obviously, I mean, Christian, Ernst, Jörg, they all have fantastic networks in their region. Same goes for when it comes to our German CEO, Jörg. So we're doing obviously our best to leverage these connections, etc., to find suitable partners and more business and more acquisitions.
Yes. Okay, thank you. I don't have any other questions in the chat at this stage. So if there are no further questions, I mean, I will, as I said, the call has been recorded. It will be made available on our site, also the presentation. And there you can obviously get details. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any further questions related to the Connex acquisition or related to the business in general. And with that, I will close the call. And thanks very much, Christian, for participating and presenting yourself in the business. And thanks, Niklas.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thanks. And I hope to see most of you again in a week's time when we present the Q4 results. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thanks, bye.